Welcome, my fellow nerds. Welcome back. Spoiler review for Invincible Season 2, Episode 1. If you like the content you're here, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. PS5 giveaway, 2,000 subscribers. You're entered. Sleepy, Macarena Dance, Super Bowl halftime. Just stay tuned. Invincible Season 2, Episode 1. Holy fuck. The opening, the fact that he joined. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching to find out that was a multiverse thing? By the way, we are spoiling if I didn't say that. We are spoiling this episode. Holy fuck. That was great. The ending was great. The middle was great. This is how you do a violent cartoon show. I don't know that much about anime. The little that these two in the chat have shown me, this is the closest thing I think they would agree we've gotten to an anime, which is why you could never do Invincible as a live action movie. It needs to be animated because we can get this, what we got. This episode was great. The Maulers from different fucking dimensions was great, in which they ripped every Marvel and DC character you can think of as a Mauler was great. That fucking machine where he turns himself into a villain. Here's what Marvel needs to do. They've taken the comic and expanded certain characters and given them a backstory. His mother did not have that big a backstory in the comics. Yet in the show, they've expanded it and written it the correct way on how you expand what would have been a one episode arc with his mother out to basically 2 seasons. The fact that what we know is coming in its first episode arc and the next 4 episodes next year tells me that, fellas, we ain't seen shit. Sleepy has no idea what I'm talking about. Only me and Gecko know. You ain't seen shit yet. The first episode, 10. I thought nothing would top Loki episode 4. Season 2, episode 1 of Invincible has topped Loki episode 4. This is what I want. DC, Marvel, take notes. This is what I want. I know you're both taking over your animated brands and going to relaunch them. Outside of What If, this is what I want. Gecko, go.
I don't think, you know what? I don't think Marvel, or I could see DC having the cojones, but Marvel to do something like this, I don't see it because that shit was crazy, bro, and bloody and gruesome. And like you said, there was no way you could do this in live action. Like,
no,
I was gonna tell you that, like, I wish this was live action, but probably live action will hold it back a lot because that was probably rated R, and this is more gruesome than probably rated R. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, I like how each character, they kind of rip each character from Marvel and DC. I thought, I kind of recognized some, like, oh, look, that's supposed to be Batman. This is supposed to be this. So that's cool, little stuff like that. But bro, I was not expecting it to be. Before I started watching the new season, I was like, oh, I wonder what they're gonna bring to this new season. And the point that it was a multiverse thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God! You know what? I wasn't expecting it. And to be honest,
Shot at Marvel. Go ahead.
To be honest, damn it, Marvel, you have to bring it. You have to fucking bring it. Aside from What If, you need to give us this multiverse because these people pulled it off real nice in one episode, and you got already a whole saga, a whole face into it, and somehow I don't think you have figured it out. That's just my opinion. No shot, not trying to like boom, like go crazy on it or whatnot. A huge shot, but you could, Marvel and DC could take notes from this. That's just my opinion. You, Tony?
All right, before I pass it over to Sleepy, I just got to say, sorry, Marvel and DC. Truth hurts. Truth hurts. Go ahead, Sleepy.
So, backstory. I didn't watch season 1 save a month ago because Tony told me this was coming out. And no one knew I didn't watch it because it was everywhere. Who hasn't really watched this series, right? And I watched the first season. I'm like, dude, why hasn't anyone else
Hold on. We were at work. Sleepy was watching episode 1 right before that ending. I saw where he was. I left the cafeteria so he could finish watching the episode. What happened next after you came back and I wasn't there?
Oh, I was in complete and utter shock from watching the first episode of the first season. That doesn't go on to the rest of everything season 1 gave me. And then you ended off the way you did. Everything's nice and calm. And then you start season 2. They're a fucking team. What the fuck happened between these 2 seasons? I'm like, dog, what? The way he's like, Eve, I would never kill you. So he paralyzes her so he could keep her as his pet.
Yes.
Like, dude, the brainiac guy, like he was because the one person didn't hate him because that was the only universe that didn't have the Vitramites take over the planet, where those two teamed up together. Every single one of the other variants hated him. I'm gonna call them variants. I don't care.
Yeah.
The other variants hated him, and he was the only one that liked him. And then as soon as he took the machine off so he would stop it and try to save Invincible, I'm a fucking kill. And it just goes to the Invincible title. It's just perfect cinematography. Tony, this is anime at its peak. Good animation, great storyline. It fucks you up. It makes you really regret a lot of the good hype you give other shows about a multiverse saga, because they did it in one animated episode. Explained the entire background. Explained why that guy disappeared in the fucking beginning through the floor. Like, it's just amazing. You get a little bit more on his mom, how he's dealing with his dad being a fucking douche. Like, it's just good. I can't complain about it. You have every emotion you could possibly have, like, fuck, what's going on? Oh my god, that's awesome. Damn, that team sucks. Dude, they're cool. Like, it's just awesome. Like, this is what I enjoy, and I can't believe I'm getting it from Amazon Prime, of all places, where we got The Boys. It's just, I think the other studios are kind of lost their footing. I think they lost their footing, because if they're able to do this, why hasn't anyone else done it?
I would say it's Robert Kirkman, it's The Walking Dead, an average comic book where he solely took over the world with that show. First 3 seasons of that show are perfect. And I know the spin-offs and all that have split the fan base amongst us who actually read the comic. Because I wasn't that big on independent comics, and somebody handed me an omnibus and I read it and I was hooked. And when they did the TV show, it was great. And then it became watered down by its own success. Nothing lasts forever, as the MCU is going through those pains right now. But this show is just fucking genius. And we forget about the Adam Eve special that was in between. Yes, it took 2.5 years to put this out. It was fucking worth the wait. I had forgotten the comics I had read 10, 15 years ago, and I actually have that opening scene like, damn, what the fuck? And I had to remember what actually happened. But wow. Go ahead, Sleepy.
So I have to, like, take notes for these shows, because I there's so many things I'm trying to watch to catch up on, so I actually got to keep it in order now. So my notes for this was, I scribbled out my rating. I just put 10 circle. I never read the comic, so I can't review it as an extreme professional, but overall, I definitely like what I saw. I just don't know the importance of these characters, but I don't care. Like, it's in my notes. I just don't care if they're important or not, because I already enjoying what I'm watching episode 1, and I'm itching for episode 2. I will wait and wait for good quality content. I am not a person who will sit here and degrade a studio for taking its time and perfecting their craft, instead of just, fuck, the CGI looks terrible. Oh well, deadline's here, send it out. Like, and then start on the next project. It's just beautiful.
Gecko.
I'm gonna have to agree with Sleepy. I didn't take no notes neither, and plus half of the time I don't take notes. I just enjoyed the ride, and I had to agree with Sleepy. It's a 10. This was perfect. Yeah. This is how you do, bro. Like, Marvel Zombie got to do a lot of this shit for me to be like, oh damn, because this is really what I want to see. Stuff like this. Like, I understand it's okay. Certain things could get kid friendly, but not everything has to be kid friendly. With like half of the people that actually watch this are grown ass people. Let's be honest.
Hmm.
The people
Yep.
that are really into the comic book stuff and everything are grown ass people, and it's up to us to let our kids watch. I never been on that. You see a lot of this, like, and I know how Disney operates, like, kid friendly because kids, they're innocent. But as a kid, bro, when I was 10, I was watching South Park. Let's be honest, and that didn't make me a worse person. I was watching Inuyasha. I was watching Dragon Ball Z before Dragon Ball Z got censored. I'm talking about hole in the belly with blood coming out of the mouth and stuff like that. I was watching stuff like that. So to me, I never been a fan of the whole, oh, if you teach them, oh, let's not let them play Grand Theft Auto because they'll go get hookers and steal cars, even though a lot of that shit is happening nowadays, but whatever coincidence, whatever. I never believed in that. So to me, I feel like that's probably what Marvel has to do. Take notes from this, and give us something like this where we're gonna be like, you know what, damn it, Marvel, you did it. And that's why, like, something like, Marvel Zombies and something like Echo are gonna have to show me. They're gonna have to bring it. They're gonna have to bring it because when you see something like this, Invincible, and you see this first episode of season 2, you throw everything else out the window and you're like, you know what? Fuck it. This is the best thing I've seen this week. Because let's be honest, it's the best thing I've seen
Yep.
this week. I'm not
Totally
even gonna
agree.
lie. To be honest, I actually think this top Loki's episode 4.
Top
Last
Totally
five.
week
agree.
episode, I forgot about that once I seen this. I honestly think this is peak animation. I want to see more. I can't wait to see more because
I have.
I have so
Go
much
ahead,
fun
finish.
with it. I had so much fun with it. And I could tell you guys have fun with it. And when you have something like this, you can't go wrong. And like Sleepy said, it's from whoever from you least expect it, Amazon Prime. Like, wow. Bravo to Amazon for this. I have to give it a 10. I will keep watching this. I will wait for how long you have to give me this shit because, to be honest, this is what I want to see. It gets to the point where you're tired of the same formula, that when you get something like this, it's hard not to notice it. It's hard not to notice it. And I'm glad I actually watched it. I'm glad you told me it was coming out and that we were reviewing it today. Other than that, Tony, go ahead.
I would I would implore anyone to look up YouTube, look up George Miller's Justice League. George Miller is the Mad Max guy. Look up the videos. Some are an hour long, some are 20 minutes long. The things he wanted to do. Everybody was cast. They were ready to film, and at the last second, Warner Brothers pulled the plug because it would have been way too violent. Amazon allowed the people of the show to do whatever you want. Keep it true to the comic. This is a mature, for lack of a better word, R-rated comic. And Amazon looks like, I don't know the whole story, but it looks like they didn't interfere and let them be themselves. Take a note from that, Marvel. Let people do things on their own. You did it in the early days, but once you got successful and were money, you were more concerned with money than you were the creative process, which I get. It's your money, you're spending it, but I think you hurt the brand in that way. I'm glad that they've only done the one spinoff, Adam Eve, which shows Marvel also you can do a one-shot, tell her origin story, and make it perfectly fit in the season, as opposed to shoehorning 15 different characters and 15 different shows and have it all tie in. I just love this episode. I know from what people have said on YouTube that the next 3 episodes are great, and then it ends and it makes you want more because all the critics have seen all 4 episodes. We just haven't. So I also will give this a very strong 10, 13, 14. And like you said, I'll say it again, this top Loki episode, season 2, episode 4. This right now is in the running for the best nerd project we've seen this year.
It's definitely top 5. Minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. If this isn't in your top 5,
Yeah.
I don't know what you expect. I don't know what you want in life, but this was just. And I didn't even need to read the fucking comments.
Right.
And I understand what's going on. I didn't need to watch a breakdown video for this because my emotions and just what I saw put it all together. It's perfect. Please go watch it. Give it a chance. It's just phenomenal. This is like, man, I don't think we've gotten something like this in a really long time.
Nope.
Like, I don't
No,
even think.
like, this is what we felt last year after watching Werewolf by Night.
Yes. That is the most accurate representation of it. Yeah.
And it was, okay, this is this year's, Werewolf by Night. And it was like, wow. Amazon, put it like this. I always say this. Amazon came to play. Amazon laid the gauntlet during Loki that I think we can top you. I binge watched the first season, didn't watch it week to week when it first came out. This show debuted during Falcon and Winter Soldier. Everybody watched that show and then caught up and binged Invincible. And then I have been told by people, watch Invincible. I waited till the end. All episodes 8 were there, and it was like perfect. I told the guys in advance, we're not doing that this time. We watching this show every single week. And so, first episode delivered. And I hate to say this, but this first episode was perfection. It was pure perfection. And I've been told by critics that the next 3 episodes live up to that. So we all agree 10, right?
Oh, yeah. Perfect 30.
Oh, yeah.
And,
oh, yeah. I agree.
All right. So we'll end it there. If you like the comments that we give here, these are our own personal opinions, but if you like them, comment back to us. Give it a thumbs up. If you do comment on it, you'll be entered in our PS5 giveaway. And we have more to do to get our boy ready for his dance at the Super Bowl halftime show.
No.
Deuces, nerds.
Deuces.